Arjuna said, "O Krishna, first of all you asked me to renounce one. And then again you recommend work with devotion. Now will you kindly tell me definitely which of the two is more beneficial?" Renouncement does not mean voidness.
Hill in Englewood. Number one.
Renouncement is only the negative side.
Ring number two.
When our spiritual master
Hello, is this
was
the home
physically
of the
present,
SL Hill?
Yes, it is.
we
This
asked
is Ray
him
Bream in Los Angeles. We're on the air right now on KABC
whether
Radio
renounced order
79.
sannyasa is
You're on the
nice
air with our cash call game.
or
Now, we picked
householder
your name
life
from the
is
phone
nice.
book for this hour's cash call. Now, all you have to do to win our jackpot
So,
is tell me
Guru
how much
Maharaj
is in it.
replied
Are you ready to take a guess?
In the cash?
that we are going
cash
to
call
enter
jackpot,
into
yes.
the household of
How much do
Krishna.
you think is in our KABC
What we have
cash
got
call
to do with
jackpot?
renouncement.
I haven't the vaguest idea.
Well, how much do
Actually,
you...
that is the
How
position.
long it's been running?
Well, I'll tell you what. How much do you
Ah.
think
When I
would be
speak
in it? Just take a guess.
that don't do this,
Before you take that guess,
don't do this
do you
means
have any
don't
idea
do
of
this
what the
nonsense.
limit would be in the jackpot?
Oh, I haven't.
Don't do this
do you know the
does not
frequency
mean
of
you
KABC?
give up nice activities.
I don't.
I'll tell
Nobody
you what.
says
Take a guess.
don't do this. Don't do this means
$300?
don't do
Mrs.
rascaldom.
I'll say I'm awfully sorry. You didn't get it.
Similarly,
Well,
renouncement
it was a good try,
means
though. We had
to renounce these
$790.
material activities.
Now, the frequency of KABC is 79 on the dial.
That's like Shankaracharya's
Would you
philosophy.
like another chance at it?
No.
You wouldn't like another
To
chance?
merge
to
into the
cash?
existence of Brahma.
You wouldn't want another chance?
No, I'm not a very good
His
gambler.
first condition
Well, we
is
were going to put your name.
you
and number
must
in the second
accept
chance
sannyas.
ballot,
Thank you for calling.
but- Okay. Thank you. Goodbye.
Shankaracharya's philosophy
Second
is
chance barrel.
Brahma Satta Jagan Mithya.
But anyway, we thank her for playing the KABC
This
radio
material
station.
world
And so,
is
Mrs.
false.
Hill of Englewood didn't get the right
and
amount.
Brahma,
We
the
would
Supreme
normally
Spirit,
ask $7.90,
is reality.
but we've reached the limit, $790.
So their philosophy is
It will remain
to merge into
at
the
that
supreme
amount.
reality.
Now, we will
And
be calling once again next
Stop
week.
this material
Maybe you'll
activity.
win it
That
in our
is the
next
sum and
cash
substance
call.
of
So
Shankar's
be listening
philosophy.
and tell your friends about it. 26 minutes now past 7 here at
Lord
KABC.
Buddha's philosophy also
KABC, good evening.
almost
Ray
the same.
Good evening, Ray.
Yes, good
He
evening.
says
I'd like
Nirvana.
to say that I'm very grateful to you. for the work
Nirvana
that you've
also
done.
means
What will bring justice to
extinguish.
John Doe and a voice out of the void.
Just like
I
this
thank you, sir.
Well, I'm not
flame
saying that. I'm
is
just voicing
there.
an opinion.
Well, there's so many people
If you
today who are
extinguish
afraid
this
to
flame,
even talk to their own
it is
shadow,
called
let alone
Nirvana.
voice an opinion. So you're to be congratulated on that. And I
So
wanted to ask
Buddha's philosophy is
either
also
you or any of the people
that
in the audience
extinguish
who've been in
this
the military
blazing
or
fire of
the,
material activities.
the military
Stop this.
complex that I've spent most of my
Try to understand your life.
There is any way
Meditate.
at all that those in
This is another
life who have amassed
side.
significant documents
So
indicating situations that would make Pueblo look like
Vaishnava
town,
philosophy means
can find any source at all to
not
get these
only
things into
stop this nonsense,
all
but
means
begin
of all
actual
government
life.
agencies and medias will not touch the material.
Lord Buddha also wanted to tell the same philosophy. Shankaracharya also wanted to say the same philosophy. But the people who are followers,
Find a courageous
they
congressman.
had no stamina to understand what is spiritual activities. Therefore he did not say, he stopped. Simply up to Nibbana. Stop this nonsense.
Well, that's the best way, through a
But
a
here,
senator, through
Krishna
a
says,
representative, because they've got the
that
congressional immunity that is
stop work means stop working this nonsense work. What is that nonsense work?
Major military defense systems
These
we've
material
had.
activities.
There is no
Sense
doubt that
and
the
jnana.
Senate Armed Services Committee is aware
It is
of the
nonsense.
fact, and they have swept these things under the rug
Why
time and
nonsense?
time again. How do we stop
Because it is animalistic.
proper
The animals are also working for sense
In order to take
gratification.
a person who has your convictions, who sees the point.
What the animals are doing,
Man.
the birds and
Men
beasts,
that we've met in Washington
what they are
won't
doing,
open their mouth.
all day
It's
We
unfortunate.
tried.
they are searching after some
Well,
food,
there are some,
and as soon as the belly is
there are
fulfilled,
few,
sex life,
certainly some
You
right
see
from
the
our own
sparrow, the
areas
pigeons,
that are concerned with
or any
what
animal.
has been happening, and I can name you a few.
That means ahara nidra bhayamat,
Representative Lipscomb
and in the evening
been,
they gather together,
concerned about
kitchen-mitchin,
the
kitchen-mitchin,
strategic
and
material that we've been
sleep.
sending to Russia and to
The
the
sleeping,
communist countries around
eating,
the world, and taking
and
out
sex
the
life.
items and
And fearing
any longer
from the enemy,
strategic
everyone is
material.
afraid.
What about the furnishing of defective weapons
So,
to the armed services on major
material
scale?
activities mean
Got it.
the same thing.
There's another one that would be very concerned about. There,
You
there's
may
actually many. There's
eat
Alan
very
Smith.
nice,
There's
palatable
another
dishes in the restaurant.
Hosmer is on a very important
But
committee
what
on
is
joint
that?
sales,
Eating.
Atomic energy.
That's all.
Now, these people,
There is
I
no
know
other
many
philosophy.
others. I just gave you three names.
Simply eating philosophy.
Okay.
That's
I'm sure wish you a lot of luck and continue in the work that
You may be satisfied with certain type of dishes,
7:30 here at KABC.
and the pigeon will be satisfied simply by certain grains of peas, that's all.
Where, of course,
But the pleasure is eating.
right here on.
Similarly, sleeping, when you fall asleep,
Ray Brame here
you
for
do not
KABC,
know
the news and conversations.
whether
We'll take
you are
another phone
sleeping
call.
on a very nice
First, here are top news
mattress
stories
or on the floor.
KABC News Desk.
Sometimes you are dreaming that I am sleeping on the forest or on the seashore.
For presentation Saturday,
You forget everything.
Conference. The captain
So
of the US
sleeping,
intelligence
eating,
ship
sleeping,
Corvo said he
mating,
yielded
sex
some
intercourse,
classified material when
the
the
same
ship was
enjoyment
captured last
as the
January.
pigeon is enjoying, you are also enjoying.
Treasury Secretary David Kennedy says
And
the
defending,
administration will have
they
to
are
work very
defending
hard to hold the
by
budget
their
surplus
wings.
predicted last week.
You are defending by atomic bomb.
President Nixon may have his
So there
first
is no
chance
difference of
in
quality
years.
of life.
Celebrates its 20th anniversary in April.
So Krishna when says stop work means stop working like animals.
Now that's what's happening news-wise, and of course KABC News will keep us in the know at all times.
But not to
wherever and
stop working like Krishna conscious people are doing. Not to stop chanting Hare Krishna. Stop your animalistic life and begin your spiritual life. That is the purpose. So Arjuna is playing the part of a common man. He is constant companion of Krishna, his friend of Krishna. So there was no possibility of Arjuna's becoming such fool. But he is playing the part of a fool, because if he does not question like that, then how this Bhagavad Gita will come from the Supreme Personality of Godhead? Just like there is a stage play, somebody is speaking, somebody is answering, and the audience is benefiting. Similarly, this is also Krishna's stage play to teach us, and we will accompany him, we will answer him, we will play with him, his most confidential devotee Arjuna. Otherwise we will play with him. He is Supreme Personality of Godhead, and a great devotee like Arjuna can play with him. Just like if there is a very respectable person who will accompany him, somebody similar respectable. So, Arjuna, as a common man, says that sometimes you say that you stop work, and again you say that you work with devotion. So Krishna will explain. Go on.
Blessed Lord said, the renunciation of work and work in devotion are both good for liberation. But of the two, work in devotional service is better better than renunciation of work?
Renunciation of work, practically the same meaning. When I say don't do this, but you are active, don't do this, does not mean that you become inert stone. Then the next is, then what shall I do? That is the next question. If I say, my dear boy, don't do this, then next question will be, then what shall I do? Because you cannot stop your doing. It is not possible. You must give me some engagement. Just like it is historical and practical. In Indian history, those who have read Indian history, there was a great Mughal emperor, Shah Jahan. So when Shah Jahan became old, he had 4 sons, Dara, Aurangzeb, Murad, and another, I forget. These are 4 brothers, they intrigued who will be the next emperor. Out of the 4, the second brother was very cunning. He was Aurangzeb. Perhaps you have heard his name. So by intrigue and politics and diplomacy, he killed all other brothers. And at last, he arrested his father, old father. Otherwise, how he can become emperor? And he intrigued to become himself emperor. So when Shah Jahan was arrested by the order of Aurangzeb, Shah Jahan became mad. Aurangzeb, what you are doing? You are arresting me? You kill me. So the son said, Aurangzeb, well, I have killed my brothers, but I will not kill my father. But you are arrested. You cannot go out of this fort, Agra fort. So he became mad that I was emperor, I was ordering, and you stop my work, then I shall become mad. Better kill me. Just try to understand. So, similarly, we want to stop these material activities. Just like in your country, there are many parties, they don't want to do anything anymore. Material activities, confused, frustrated. But there is no specific duty for them. That is not good. To stop material activities, that is the defect of void philosophy and impersonal philosophy. To stop this material work is good, but where is the positive engagement? Unless you have got positive engagement, you cannot stop yourself, you become mad. The same word as Shah Jahan said, that I was emperor, I was acting as the supreme person in the empire, now you are stopping me, then I shall become mad. So, simply stopping material activities, and if there is no spiritual activity, then he will be mad. Just like Aurangzeb, Shah Jahan. So there must be some spiritual activities. You cannot stop, just like a child. A child is playing. If you stop his playing, you must give him some engagement immediately, some good engagement. Otherwise, he will become dull and nonsense. He will play havoc. So this is being explained. Go on.
Fruits of activities. seeking sense gratification are causes for material bondage. As long as one is engaged in activities aimed at improving the standard of bodily comfort, one is sure to transmigrate to different types of bodies, thereby prolonging the material bondage perpetually.
Yes. There is a verse in Srimad Bhagavatam, Evang amanak karma basang prajunte avidya atmani upadhiyamane javanna priti mai vasudeve namucchate deha yogena tavat. We are planning that I shall do this, I shall do that, I shall do that. This is called, the mind is always absorbed. How to be the enjoyer of this material world. So long the spirit of enjoying the material world or sense gratification will continue, you have to accept some sort of material body, either as human being or beast or bird or animal or insect or demigod, superior, inferior. There are varieties of bodies. You see in your front, there are so many living entities, 8,400,000 species. So long our mind will be absorbed for sense gratification, the nature will offer me a similar body to enjoy. If I want to be a tiger, nature will give you a nice body, tiger. If you want to become a demigod, nature will supply you. Or Krishna will supply you. But Krishna does not supply your demands in the material world. The agent is this material nature. By the direction, because Krishna is seated on your heart. If you want, I want to be like this, Krishna immediately accepts, all right, I shall make you like this. And he orders the material nature, give him facility to become like this. This is going. You can become a very great man or very insignificant man according to your work. That facility will have. But that is bondage. Suppose America is very nice country, very rich country. There are, in other countries they are thinking, oh, Americans are living in heaven, they are so happy. And some of them, they are imitating how to become Americans, how to become, construct skyscraper buildings. So suppose one becomes American. So what benefit does he derive? Does the American not die? Are they permanent in life? No. Do they not take birth? No, yes, they take birth. Do they not become old? Yes, they become old. So what is the benefit of becoming American? The difficulties of material life, birth, death, old age and disease. Either you become in America or on moon planet or sun planet or India or Czechoslovakia or hell or heaven, anywhere. The four principles of material pains or material miseries, birth, death, old age, will fall, bondage. That is bondage. I am spirit soul. I am bound of this body. Therefore, I cannot move into the moon planet. But if I get my spiritual body, immediately within a second I can reach kingdom of God. Spiritual body. Spiritual body is so powerful and so, swift, because it is swifter than the mind. You get this from Bhagavad Gita. Mind is swifter than anything, than the air even, than the ether. You are sitting here and you immediately remember 20,000 miles away, your home, immediately go. This is the swiftness of mind. But the soul is still swifter than the mind. So, as soon as you, just like in this 4th chapter you have read, Krishna says, Takta dehang punarjanma naiti mameti kaunteya. Just after giving up this body, immediately he comes back. It is so swift. So, we have to seek after that swiftness of my spiritual body. Immediately I transfer. Why shall I become bounded up by this material body? That is our perfection. So we have to work in such a way that no more coming into the bondage of this material body. That work is needed. That is work in devotion. That is work in Krishna consciousness.
Srimad Bhagavatam confirms this as follows. People are mad after sense gratification, and they do not know that this present body, which is full of miseries, is the result of one's fruitive activities in the past. Although this body is temporary, it is always giving one trouble in many ways.
This point people do not understand. That body is the subject to all kinds of material tribulations. Just try to understand this simple philosophy. And so long he will be attached to sense gratification, he will be forced to get a body. Unless you are spiritually elevated and try to go to the spiritual kingdom. And this materialistic way of life means sense gratification. So you go on sense gratifying, you will have a certain type of body, and sense gratification will be everywhere. Either you become a dog or cat or man or elephant or tiger, you will have the sex facilities, eating facilities, sleeping facilities, and defending. Vishaya khalu sarvato sa. Visha means these 4 principles of material enjoyment. You will have everywhere. But Krishna Guru nahi mile bhaja hoya. But you cannot get Krishna and spiritual master. You can have facility for all these bodily pleasures, eating, sleeping, mating and defending, in any life. But Krishna and the spiritual master can be had in this life, in one form. Krishna Guru nahi mile. Janame sab pita mata pa. Very simple. In any birth, you will get a father and mother. Because without father and mother, where there is question of birth. Janame sakale pita mata pa. In every birth, you can get father and mother. Krishna Guru nahi mile bhajo hiya. But you should always remember that Krishna and spiritual master cannot be had in every birth. Therefore, that thing should be sought out. Where is Krishna? Where is spiritual master? That is perfection. এই রূপে ব্রহ্মাণ্ড ভ্রমিতে কোনো ভাগ্যবান In this way, the living entities are wandering throughout the whole universe in different planets and different species of life, but somehow or other, if he becomes fortunate, then by the mercy of spiritual master and Krishna, he gets the seed of devotional service. And as soon as he gets the seed, if he waters, then it becomes sprouted, gradually grows. What is that water? Samana kirtana jale karaya secha. This is watering. You are hearing, you are chanting. This means watering the seed of devotional service. So, take this devotional seed of devotional service. Sow in your heart and water it by hearing and chanting. You will see how happy you are becoming day after day. As the plant grows, you become more happy.
Why don't you get hung up on something else?
Ah.
Why don't you hang up on me?
Therefore, to act for sense gratification is not good. One is considered to be a failure in life as long as he makes no inquiry about the nature of work for fruitive results. For as long as one is engrossed in the consciousness of sense gratification, one has to transmigrate from one body to another. Although the mind may be engrossed in fruitive activities and influenced by ignorance, one must develop a love for devotional service to Vasudeva. Only then can one have the opportunity to get out of the bondage of material existence.
Vasudeva means Krishna. As soon as you develop a little love for Krishna, then a different path is open for you. This is fact. Bhaunam janmanamante jnanavan mang prapaddati. This opportunity is there. Anyone can accept it. But it is our misfortune that we do not accept it. The path is very simple. Anyone can accept it. Sarvadhamman parittajya mamekam saranam bhaja. So it is our duty to explain that this is the real path. Now it is up to the people to accept it or not. Right.
Therefore, or knowledge that one is not this material body, but spirit soul, is not sufficient for liberation. One has to act in the stages of spirit soul. Otherwise there is no escape from material bondage. Actually, Krishna consciousness is not, however, action on the fruitive platform.
It is said, the impersonalist philosopher, they are stressing that you just realize yourself, what you are. So, by meditation, by many other mystic process, one understands that actually I am not this body. I am spirit soul, aham brahmasmi. I am Brahma. But the thing is, that simply to understand that I am Brahma, that is not life. Just like simply if you think I am American, will that improve your situation? Oh, you have to act like American. You have to serve your country. You have to take all the opportunities the American government is offering you. Then your life will settle. If you simply become meditating, I am American, I am American, what will benefit you? Simply thinking I am Brahma, that is very nice. But you take the advantage of becoming Brahma. So that is our with devotion. When you take the advantage of becoming Brahma, It is very simple, try to understand. You are also American and President Nixon is also American. There is no quarrel. But your position and President Nixon's position is different. Why? Because he has taken all the opportunities of becoming American by serving the country.
Maybe you should be drinking Nestle's decaf instant coffee.
Similarly, you take all the opportunities of becoming Brahma, then you will benefit. Simply thinking I am Brahma, that is nice, but what benefit you derive? It is very practical. It is not difficult to understand. So simply nirvana, simply to make the material activities void. That is not life. That is the beginning of a fresh life, provided you take advantage. Just like I have got immigration permanent residential permit. Now if I take the advantages offered by the American government, then I can become also one of you. But if I am simply satisfied, no, I have got this permit, that's all. So simply understanding that I am Brahma is not very happy. You have to act like Brahma. Your activities must be like Brahma, and that is work with devote.
Activities performed in knowledge strengthen one's advancement in knowledge. Without Krishna consciousness, mere renunciation of fruitive activities does not actually purify the heart of a conditioned soul. As long as the heart is not purified, one has to work on the fruitive platform. But action in Krishna consciousness automatically helps one escape the result of fruitive action, so that one need not descend to the material platform.
If you apply yourself in Krishna consciousness activities, the nonsense activities automatically stop. Nonsense. Because you can act in one way. So if you work in Krishna consciousness, then your working in material consciousness will automatically stop. But if you simply try to stop material activities, if you have no engagement in spiritual activities, then you will have to come back again to the material. But you cannot stop. You are active. You are living force. It is impossible to stop. Just try to stop even an ant. It is going in certain direction, try to stop it, or it will protest. Many times it will struggle. Oh, I shall go this way. Why you are stopping? You are stopping. This is a child. A child wants to take something. You try to stop it. She will cry. I must have it. This is the symptom of life. How we can make a stop doing anything? It is not possible. You have to engage yourself in better activity. That is Krishna.
Therefore, action in Krishna consciousness is always superior to renunciation, which entails a risk of falling. Renunciation without Krishna consciousness is incomplete, as is confirmed by Srila Rupa Goswami in his Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. To achieve liberation, renunciation of things which are related to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, though they are material, is called incomplete renunciation. Renunciation is complete when it is in the knowledge that everything in existence belongs to the Lord.
This verse from Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada is very nice. Rupa Goswami says, प्रापंचिकतया बुद्ध्या हरि संबंधिना वस्तुना Mumuksuvi parityago phalgu vairagam kathate. Just like the impersonalist philosopher, they are saying, well, this is material. I have no connection with this material thing. Prapanchik means material. So they are renouncing. But the Vaishnava philosophy is that why should we renounce? It can be utilized for Krishna. Just like this tape recorder, this microphone. This is material advantage. This tape recorder or microphone was discovered or manufactured not for utilizing for lecturing Krishna consciousness. That is a fact. They manufactured it, the inventor, for some material purpose. But we are taking advantage of this. Although it was manufactured for serving some material purpose, but we are utilizing it for spreading Krishna consciousness. So that is the direction of the Goswamis. That nothing should be renounced, thinking it is material. Try to find out how it can be spiritually utilized. That is the technique. Everything we can utilize for Krishna consciousness, but not for sense gratification. So this is the way. Go on.
One should understand that factually nothing belongs to anyone. Then where is the question of renunciation?
Yes. What you can renounce? What you have got? This is knowledge. What you have got? You haven't got anything. Everything belongs to God. Even if your body, this body is not yours. It is given to you because you wanted to enjoy something materially, so God has given you a particular type of body to enjoy that. Actually, the body is not manufactured by you or given by your production. You cannot produce a body in the factory. You can produce a huge airplane, but you cannot produce even the body of an ant. That is not possible. Therefore, even your body is not yours. So what you can renounce? What is the meaning of renouncement? Suppose you are sitting here. You are invited to sit here and hear our lecture. And if while going away, if you say, all right, I renounce this room to you. What is the meaning? When you possess this room, that you are renouncing. So there is no question of renouncing. The real knowledge is to see that everything belongs to God, it should be utilized for God's purpose. That is enunciation. Nothing should be utilized for my sense gratification. That is renounced. I renounce the attitude of my sense gratification. That is renounced. And that is my real position. Suppose somebody wants to utilize this room. We are dancing, somebody comes, all right, he shall utilize it for ball dancing. Please let us dance. There will be trouble. We will say, no, we cannot allow it for ball dancing. Similarly, this temple should be utilized for the purpose for which it is established. Similarly, God is supreme. He has created you for His enjoyment. Just like a father takes the responsibility of the family. A man marries and takes the responsibility of wife, children, family, household, car. Why so much responsibility? He could have lived alone and without spending a farthing. But he has taken so much expenditure on his responsibility. Why? For his enjoyment. If the wife is nice, if the children are obedient, then he feels happy. Oh, I've got good wife, I've got nice children, let me work for them. And at the time of death he leaves huge property, happy. Similarly, if God has created, it is for His enjoyment. So you try to enhance His enjoyment. Don't try to enjoy yourself. That is devotion. That is your natural position for which you are meant. This finger is there to pick up some nice cake and put it in here. That is its duty. If the finger thinks, why shall I put it here? Let me enjoy it. It cannot enjoy. Similarly, you are created for God's enjoyment, not for your enjoyment. Try to understand. This is Krishna consciousness. Then your position is natural. You are happy. As the finger is happy by putting the cake within the mouth, similarly, simply by serving Krishna, you will be happy. This is Krishna consciousness. That is the real process of becoming happy. Don't try to become happy otherwise, then you will be frustrated. You will be confused. Simple process. Go on.
He knows that everything is Krishna's property, is always situated in renunciation. Since everything belongs to Krishna, everything should be employed in the service of Krishna. This perfect form of action in Krishna consciousness is far better than any amount of artificial renunciation.
Yes, artificialness. What you can renounce, what you have got. Therefore, any kind of renunciation is simply artificial or false.
That's amazing.
You cannot renounce anything. After all, you have got this body. So this body is also given by God. So what you have got to renounce? But this is a real understanding. I cannot renounce because there is nothing which is belonging to me. Everything belongs to God. Therefore, it should be utilized for God, for Krishna. That is Krishna. That's all. Thank you. Now, any question?
Same basic rule covers the flying through each and every hierarchy. The rule is, in a hierarchy, each employee tends to rise to his level of incompetence. Each post tends to be occupied by an individual.
If it is not clear, try to understand by putting question.
A competent man is eligible for promotion, so his final job must be one in which he is really...
You have got any question?
The reason that a qualified competent man is...
You have got any question?
because the hierarchy
Any question you have got?
doesn't have enough
Thank you.
strength for this particular man. Dr. Peter points out that Edgar Allan Poe, great writer though he was,
And what is that question? Everything belongs to God. Who can deny it?
this whole theory is called the private placement syndrome. The only way to avoid it, according to the learned professor of
Who can claim that it is mine? This is Maya. Yes.
as the work that is being done in hierarchies like the federal government, it actually is happened by people who have not yet achieved final placement at a clear level of incompetence. Even though the in New York for American information.
Simply by engaging in Krishna consciousness activity, that's all. Force, there is force. Utilize the force rightly. Just like this fire is a force. Now, you can utilize it for purpose of illumination or cooking, so many ways. But if you put the fire on your cloth, that is not utilization. That is misuse. You can put this fire on your cloth and you can die. The fire can do that. But that is not the utilization of this fire. The real utilization of the fire to take service from it convenient for your purpose. Similarly, everything is Krishna's force. All these activities that is going on in this world, that is Krishna's force. That will come into the 7th chapter. How two forces are working. One material force and one spiritual force. The whole world is combination of these two forces.
All right, we're back at it again. We'll be here until 9 tonight. We have $790
So,
in the KABC.
when the forces are utilized properly, that is
Stay tuned.
working in Krishna consciousness.
All right, let's take a look at the local headlines from the KABC.
Otherwise it will burn your clothes and put you into death. That's all.
Every trial of city councilman
You must know how to utilize the force.
began mulling over the facts this afternoon.
Nirbandhe Krishna Sambandhe Jukta Vairagya. The force can be controlled in collaboration of service to Krishna.
And the prosecution had used
Then the force will be
three challenges.
controlled.
A 5-mile stretch of
Otherwise the force will create disaster.
late this afternoon when tons of water soaked earth
Just like a powerful engine is working.
was reported to be teetering above the
When so long the driver is there,
There's speculation
sense, it is going on nicely.
missing tail section
And as soon as he is senseless or nonsense, it's come. Immediately there is accident.
considering the use of the deep quest, a deep
Immediate.
diving submarine in the search for a United
So force is there,
States same area.
sense is there.
KABC
Now you have to utilize it.
variable plotting this tonight with a low near
That sense, proper utilization of sense is Krishna consciousness.
noon rain, the high near 60.
Then every force will be under control and it will give you good effect.
Top local stories from the KABC newsroom. We'll have more news and information at 7 or at 8:30. Our next scheduled news at 9 o'clock tonight. Bulletins as they happen. KABC, good evening. Ray Brain.
Hello, Ray.
Yes.
We take the attitude
Be careful now. You're boring that lady. You're boring that lady.
First of all, you must be expert how to utilize everything for Krishna. Then that is possible. Just like to play with fire. One must be very much expert how to use fire, energy, electricity, just like it is an energy. One must be expert electrician, how to utilize it.
With such
Then
a
the
ridiculous
electricity
story
can
about
be
the Union
utilized
Jack.
in so many ways as in your country. Everything is being utilized. You are saving also with electricity power.
Applying the colors?
Yes,
You are brushing your teeth with
because
electricity
it gave
power.
them something to argue with. Why weren't you flying your colors? Second,
You are sweeping the floor with electricity power. So, but in India, if these machines are given, they will puzzle. You see? So therefore, one must be expert how to utilize that force.
that's right. Why was the lack of proper equipment
Actually, the force should be utilized for Krishna's purpose. Every force. Because the force is just like another example. This cloud. What is this cloud? The cloud is a force from the ocean. Now there is torrents of rain, and it is reserved on the head of the mountain, and it comes like river and goes again to the ocean. Similarly, the same example can be utilized. When there is torrents of rain and there is thunderbolt and everything, what is this? This is simply action and reaction of the sea water and sunshine, that's all. But ultimately the whole water is utilized to go back again to the sea. Is that not natural arrangement? The all water fall down. They are again going back to the sea and again coming back as cloud. Similarly, all forces, janmadasya jataha, the Vedanta Sutra says that the ultimate source of everything is this absolute truth, Krishna. So everything is coming from Krishna, therefore everything should go to Krishna. That is natural. Simple thing. Nothing should go to anywhere. That's like the same water. All water is coming from the sea, it is going back again to the sea. This is natural. So if it is a fact that all energy is coming from Krishna, that why all energy should not be utilized for Krishna? Is there any difficulty to understand? All energy, whatever energy you have got, utilize for Krishna. Then your life is successful. Just like we are trying to engage. What do you know? I know typewriting. All right, utilize for Krishna. What do you know? I know painting. All right, utilize for Krishna. What do you know? I know this electronics. All right, utilize for Krishna. That is our business.
One of the women came on and she mentioned about how
you know singing? All right, utilize for Krishna. You know dancing? All right, utilize for Krishna. You can write books? All right, utilize for Krishna. You can write poetry? All right, utilize for Krishna. So what is that? This is Krishna. Whatever you know, just try to utilize for Krishna. Your life is perfect. And how to utilize? Then you have to take the help of the association, the expert spiritual master. This is the way. Whatever energy you have got, you should know it is Krishna's energy. Therefore, it must be utilized for Krishna. It is trying to go to Krishna and checking it. Just like the river is going to the sea, natural course. But if you check it, there will be flood, inundation, devastation. Don't check it. Let your energy go automatically to Krishna. Then it is all right. And if you check it, there will be devastation. So they are checking. Except this movement of Krishna consciousness, any other spiritual movement or so-called spiritual realization. They are simply checking.
Humiliation if he didn't have
Simply
some
checking.
suspicion
Therefore there is devastation.
seems to have gone
Simply
along
opposite.
with the evidence.
Oh, why shall I serve Krishna?
And I don't know what
Opposite.
other people
I
have
am Krishna.
to hide.
I am God.
Or if they didn't have anything to hide, why don't they come
Simply opposite. That's a natural way.
Thank you. Ray?
Yes.
One more thing. The things that are going on in all the schools.
So if you take it as religion, this is the only religion in the world.
Said that they would try to destroy us from within.
Sarvadharman parityajya mamekam sarvam. What is religion?
By the communists.
Just to utilize your energy for the Supreme. That is religion.
Because there's so much
Anything beyond this, that is not religion.
Sooner that people realize that
That is cheating.
they have a problem.
Anything
Do have a problem.
that is not utilized for Krishna, that is cheating.
Marxist, Leninist, Maoist doctrine.
Just in an establishment, in an office,
Going to be able to accept
anything that is not utilized, or take for your government, anything that is not utilized
lies.
for the government
It's already believed. Okay, it's
aim and object,
past 8 at KBC.
that is criminal. Just like in your country, the communist movement is criminal. But in another country, the communist movement is legal. Why? It is not approved here by the government. Therefore it is criminal.
A dream vacation of dancing, dining, swimming, and relaxing.
So anything which is not approved by Krishna, that is criminal.
Here's how you win. Just create your own original Valentine for your favorite ladybird, either Dawn or Evo Day. Your Valentine can be anything you
Krishna
as is original.
was instructing
KABC
Arjuna to fight,
001
and Arjuna thinking
entries,
it is criminal.
marked by midnight February.
But later on, when Arjuna understood that to disobey the order of Krishna is criminal, not the fight,
Cruise to Acapulco.
then he says, Karishe vachanam tav, yes, I shall fight.
In the San Fernando Valley, our folks 179
Why?
area of Orange County.
In the beginning he thought that this fighting is criminal.
Area 2
I said, I cannot do it.
0790.
But when he understood to disobey the order of Krishna is criminal, then he fought. So we cannot manufacture what is criminal and what is lawful.
And a staggering choice of sea life.
We have to take direction from the higher authority, Krishna and his representatives.
All the way up to
Then our life will be coordinated.
are at half price. Luxurious $150 cashmere and wool suits. Half
Just like Arjuna could not
mind you, our
decide,
stock is not
but when the direction came from Krishna, it was
price
all.
is still staggering. We're on La Cienega, south of the Santa Monica Freeway, and on Riverside Drive in North Hollywood. Open evenings and Sundays.
Any other question?
KABC, good evening. Ray Brain.
Hare Krishna, chant.
And I believe that the American people have the faith in it that he showed in his people.